Guten Tag and welcome back everybody to Busterland with yours truly, Dirk, or Buster, whichever you prefer more. Hello guys, how are you doing? I am back from my vacation week, which was absolutely awesome. We stayed the week in Denmark, near Ringkøbing, if you actually know where that might be. And we had lovely walks through the dunes and at the beach. Stormy weather all around, but we had a comfortable house and it was really great. Great for recovering and recuperating. So there we are back again in Minecraft, in modded Minecraft that is. And as you can see here, the bridge. Well, it is not really done, but at least I did the handrails. Whoop, that is water. So we have at least the bridge ready in terms of handrails, and I tried to make a little transition over here. It is not really good because we have this a difference in height levels from there to there, but well, it's okay for now, I think. So at least we have now a bridge to the other side of the little pond when we want to head over to the Botania base by foot, which we actually don't need because we can fly. But at least we have now that option. What I think is that all this totem stuff over here does look a little bit out of context in terms of this Japanese bridge. So I think this will have to go eventually. I will place it somewhere else. Maybe I will put useful totems around the base. Oh no, this is a drum. Boom, 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 boom. I will try to put useful totems around the base, like a run speed and jump and stuff like that. And no creeper explosion, I think, is another thing we can do. So we have these buffs all around the base and can get rid of this little tippy whatever village dwelling, and we can build that somewhere else and maybe build some sort of oh, I don't actually know what it's called in English. In Germany you would say pagode. I think it's almost the same, more like in English, I hope. Just like something like a pavilion. I don't even know if that is an English word. Okay, I don't know. But something will go over here. This will go somewhere else. But this is a project for the future. I want to talk about something else real quick. Because I encountered a little a problem I ran into. You can see here gold dust. We have a lot of dust in the system right now. We have this copper dust, we have tin dust, iron dust, gold dust, and so on and so on. This is from grinding through ores. And because, I think at least it is because of that, this material is from advanced rocketry. You can see here somewhere, I guess. Yeah, it's called Lippe Volpies, but it is the Lippe to advanced rocketry. So advanced rocketry is I think the last add-on I installed that has its own ores and dust and stuff like that. And therefore now every time we grind something like an ore block, which we get from the miners, it will get grind into gold dust, which is absolutely no problem at all. You might think, but you're wrong. When we go over here to a smelter, to an alloy smelter, this is just turned to furnace mode. And we try to put the dust in here to get it into an iron, into an ingot form. We actually encounter that it doesn't work. We can't place that in there. And I tried to figure out if we can actually extend the config file for the alloy smelter to do that, but I was not able to figure that out. What we can do, and what I did so far, is place the stuff in here, and it will get melted, and we will end up with something that we can use. No, it's actually not in there. The lever is off. This should melt quite quickly. Yeah, here's gold in there, which is pretty good. Now you can see the stuff is melting and we have gold in the system. We can pour it out like that. Absolutely no problem at all. This would be one method to do it. But I thought it is a little bit complicated to have this kind of dust anyway. Oh, I still have texture issues. I have no idea why I have them. It is only for the newer models. I don't actually know. Oh, do they still have the traits? Yeah, they do. So I did something else. I have for almost forever. I have the add-on UniDict on the mod pack, and what that does is that it tries to unifies all the different ores and ingots and dusts and powders and stuff like that, so you have a unified outcome if you do anything. So you can mine a copper ore from advanced rocketry or from any other mod you can think about, and you grind it, you get always a unified dust or powder or whatever you want to have. So with that tool in mind, with that add-on in mind, I try to get rid of the problem that we actually get this gold dust. And here is what I came up with. So you can see here now on the left, that is the config file for UniDict. And here we can define what kind of materials we want to have as default. For example, that is only one thing you can do in here. But this is what I wanted to show you. Here you have the point resources. Here, this part here, resources. And here you can define what kind of resource should be the default one. And for in terms of the dust we have here, when you can see here, it is called product dust or dust gold, or simply item dust. That is the unlocalized name, item dust. So if we now look at the config file again, we can see here that it is not mentioned here. Item powder ingot is mentioned here, which is, I think, the material from immersive engineering. I did this last week, so I can't really remember, but I think I used the material from immersive engineering because it looks the most appealing to me. Maybe it's the one from Ender.io, I really don't sure. But I used a material that can be used in all the machines to get melted back into ingot form without having the advanced rocketry materials. So this is just a quick sidestep. Well, the quick sidestep took actually quite some time, but at least we have that out of the way. I really wanted to show you how I did that, and with the other half of the video, I can full screen that again, thank you very much. With the other half of the video, I want to go into solar power building, which I wanted to do last time already. And we did all the solar panels here, and I don't know if this is actually working. Yes, it is actually working, nice. So the updates to refine storage brought us to the place where we can actually do this very complex crafting recipes, crafting blueprints. But you can see here, we are missing out. We are missing on stone quite a lot. We are missing on pistons quite a lot. What else? Oh, nothing else actually. Okay, the goal now should be, well, because you see here, I'm losing my train of thought. Let's see. Solar. No, that is not the way you write solar. When we want to actually craft one of those, well, it took some time, but it's still working. We need tons of materials, or even gold blocks. Ooh. We need almost 10,000 oak wood planks. We need over 10,000 glass blocks, which is essentially over 10,000 sand. Those mirrors is just sand and wood. This is actually the most we need. We need tons of sand to make glass out of it, and we need tons of wood. And in terms of sand, we also need a source of that. One source could be cobblestone. The other source could be the water strainer, which we used before. these strainers. And these strainers, when you see here, they sift sand and dirt, gravel and gold nugget out of water. And with the higher ones, like this one, this one here. With these things, we can get a lot of sand and dirt and gravel and stuff. So this would be a method to get sand, and grinding cobblestone would also be a method to get sand. Cobblestone we could also make with a cobblestone generator. I will try to fill it with a setup of what we actually can do to make this more or less self-sustained, so that we can actually craft more or less how many of these solar panels we want to. In terms of other resources, it is actually quite cheap, I think. A few diamonds, a little bit of copper, that is all not that bad. The worst is really the sand, and the cobblestone is just meant to be sand. So I think the worst part really is wood and sand. Sand for the glass, as I mentioned before. And we need a few more, a lot of pistons. So we need iron, cobblestone again, wood. So that is almost everything. And it's kind of okay. A few diamonds, but we do have a lot of stuff in the system. Let's see, diamonds, 344. Oh, that is less than I thought. I think we have to come up with a system to get diamonds. I want thousands of them. Ooh, shiny little things. But I will now try to set up a system that is kind of working, so we have progress in making those solar panels. And I know I'm rambling for quite some time now without doing actually anything. But we want to have solar panels on top of our space center, and this is what we are up to, and this is what I will actually do now. See you in a second. All right, everybody, there we are back again, and I try to implement a little bit of a system that does for us the sand production, which is this thing here I showed earlier. There's just exporters beneath, connected here to the cables. It is a little bit of a crammy system, I have to admit. Ultimately, I would go with something like this. Get down to the smeltery. Here we have this natural water flow here. And this is collecting also materials, you can see. Eventually, I want to try to give it a more natural look with something like this. Maybe encase it so we have the natural water flow encased in some sort of little barrier, little pond thingy, whatever. And then we have some sort of water farm down here. But for now we are getting sand. From sand we can obviously make glass. I added a recipe behind this alloy smelter here for stone. Yeah, 3 cobblestone to 3 stone, because we have 3 slots in a alloy smelter. And now we can actually craft one of those. You can see we could start crafting it. We have everything we need. I added a recipe for a piston, for the glass, for the stone, and so on. But let's say we want to craft 4 of those. You can see that we already have not enough materials for all of this. For example, glass. Glass alone we need 44,513 additional to the 31 we already have. Wood logs, the same. 43,000. That is stupid. The amount, almost, no, 1,000. 1,000 pistons. That is, the amount of materials needed is unbelievable. So we need tons and tons, 43,000 sand, and so on and so on. And here you can see what's actually missing. We even have not enough iron to make this possible. And we have tons of iron. Well, at least I thought we had. When we look at this... Oh, we can't see it actually. 9,000. Yeah, that's really not that many. We need more stuff. Well, let's see. How much iron do we left here? Oh, okay. This is another 4,500 ingots. We just need to melt it. Okay, so we have more iron than we thought we had. But what I really want to do is craft one of these. I really want to do that. And ultimately, okay, it's crafting. Okay, this will take a little bit of time. I will speed up this a little bit. Unfortunately, this will be again a slightly disappointing episode because so much material is needed to get this thing working. It's insane. I stopped the auto crafting of the solar panels and started crafting of the glass because that's the biggest point actually. And yeah, glass it's making here. Usually I want to make glass here as well, but I am short of... No, actually not. I can. Nice. I will feed them with sand as well. Because it takes so long to craft a few thousand blocks. That is... It's ridiculous. So I waited, just so you know, roughly 2 hours now. And I am down to 8,300 glass to craft. That is pretty ridiculous. Let's see. When we... Whoop. You can see how laggy the server is when I try to access something. It takes some time. And as soon as I start crafting, for example, a solar panel, it takes even longer. So we are up to solar panel 4. 5 and 6 are still to go. When I start crafting one of these, we will see the preview window now. Here, 4,300 sand is still to craft. And 8,300 glass. That is what we actually craft right now. I brought up the 2 strainers from down below and added them here. I will maybe add even 2 more so we collect more materials because we are really running low on sand and glass. I added here an automatic crafting for breaking gravel down into sand, and we have quite a few gravel. Well, I think we will run out of gravel pretty soon. Yeah, 100 left. So we are out of gravel also. But we are going ways. So this will keep on running for, well, I bet another 2 hours maybe. Maybe a little bit less since I crafted now manually. But as you can see, we still have a lot of sand to make and smelt that into glass. Is something... Oh yeah, this is all smelting glass now. Okay, so basically we have to wait and wait and wait. And by the next episode, I hope we will be able to place at least one of these things up here. And then we will continue to do a little bit of space stuff. I want to add the warp core once that is possible. Oh no, the warp core will go somewhere here. But I want to add the X-ray laser stuff. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. We will see to that in the next episode when we are done crafting with the solar panels. So if you ever consider crafting solar panels from the solar panel mod, you should really make sure that you have enough materials ready, because this stuff eats a lot. I think ultimately it is a waste of material, but since we don't really have to do anything for it except automating stuff, I think it's worth a shot. And with that, we will see us again in the next one. Take care of yourself, guys, and rock on!